Righto, welcome to the Sunday night Oceania United PMCO Scrims. Thanks everyone for coming in. Sinchester, welcome in. Moist, I'm ready for war. Kayak, how are you guys? How's your weekend been? Get this notification out and let's check out the flight path in 2 seconds. Actually, there's one thing that I've got to fix up somewhere. Chicken, that actually looks right. Cool. All right, so let's check out this flight path. It is just getting underway now, and yeah. Right, so I don't think I updated my map view on this one. There's so much going on. Trying to get the keep the two streams going because I've got the map stream still going on YouTube if you do want to check out the other rotations of all those teams. But anyway, righto, slot 5 is going to be Cosmonauts, 6 is going to be Ice Nation, 7 is going to be Team Gravity, 8 is going to be Royal Flash Officials, 9 is going to be TGT, 10 will be Problems, 11 is going to be Lag Esports, 12 will be 4 Equinox, 13 will be Hype, 14 will be Apes Inc, 15 will be Battalion 5, 16 will be Wildcard KDM Rage, 17 is going to be Mist, 19 is going to be Miracle. We're going to have Mongolian in 20, Nepal Esports 21, Royal Flush Diamonds in 22, we've got Sesh Gang in 23, we've got Darkside in 24, and Eclair in 25. Sabri, welcome in. Rosie, thanks for the cast on fire, mate. Much appreciated. So who we got going up north, up to Commercial? It looks like it might be Mist. Up that way. In saying that, so Team Gravity, they normally like dropping up here. They actually pulled into Stolba. So this guy is a little bit of a straggler as well. So flight path going from Stolba to the south coast of Millie Base Island in game number 1. Looks like Darkside obviously hot dropping. Start with going to Pachinki. We've got Ice there as well. So we will see a little bit of action early on, but most of these teams finding some fairly separate ground. But Eclair obviously looks like they're going to be going up against, ladies and gentlemen, Lag Esports. So I might switch on out of this view and see what's happening at Pachinki. I think Kayak getting a drop onto Leo straight up and does manage to get it confirmed. Looks like we've got one player out, so this is Kayak here. We've got Marcus out in front. Yocto Sorax also getting a knock onto Ghost, and we'll get the confirm there. So looks like Marcus sit on Kayak in the second. Already had a chance to get a little bit of loot, which is pretty good for those guys. We've got Sorax, unfortunately, does get done by a shotgun there. Back at Pachinki. Let's have a quick look at Kayak. What's Kayak doing? Kayak, don't put your head out there like that. Gonna get taken off. So can he spot out Marcus at the moment? Look like he can at the second. He sort of baits out a nade coming out from these guys. He's going to wait for some support, it looks like. Right, let's have a quick look back at Pachinki. I do want to see what's happening here. So this is Ice Nation. So we've got a couple of the Ice Nation players in. Last night we had a bit more of a mixed bag. But we've got Guacha, unfortunately, does get dropped by Arisa. Looks like Blank is going to push in to provide some support here. But also starting to get tagged up as these guys do push in. And Blank, unfortunately, is going to get done on that one. And it's going to be all up to Klaus now. And Klaus is just going for a bit of a jog at the moment. Going through the open fields. Looks like possibly going to get himself a vehicle just in front. But he's not even really heading directly to that. So Darkside, unfortunately, off to a very rough start. And down to one player after hot dropping. They got the Gakali Titans, obviously, as you can see. Very, very split doing the drop up north. Who we got here? Is this Miracle? I think it is. Yeah, so we got Miracle. Obviously up at you. Gaz and I. It'd be good if I could even speak, wouldn't it? Let's go. Rico Becker, thanks for coming in as well. So Smoko on the back line. Looks like Marcus still hasn't really moved a muscle. Still just chilling for the other time being, but you got Poco and you just poking around the back side there. I'm assuming Smoko will be just about hearing some footsteps. But looks like these guys looking to pull back a little bit. There we go. So Smoker has spotted him out, spots out you, takes you down to about 40%. Nades do come out too. He probably could hit this one, but he's not sure if he can. There we go. So he ends up pulling back a little bit because Molly's been thrown in response. Right, I've got this open about 20 times and we'll get this sorted. So no, so Poco does manage to take down Smoko just then. With a nade, he got Kayak. I see Marcus starting to push up a little bit. The Kayak sort of pinned down from Marcus here in this position. Whereabouts is Gangsy though? So Gangsy's starting to push over towards Smoko. And Kayak unfortunately is going to get dropped by Marcus, and he's all up to Gangsy now. So Gangsy with a good idea where Marcus is, cracks out the nades. Pulls the pin. Is it going to be good? It might be. No, unfortunately it wasn't. Marcus pushed it out in the open though, so these guys getting pretty confident. And so Gangsy unfortunately does get smashed from behind by you there. So Eclair, they will go out in 15th position. Righto, where else are we going to see some action? So Royal Flush Diamonds, obviously around the school area at the moment. We do have Sai and Co in here. I'm not sure if it's more officials than Diamonds or not. So you're going to have Optus now taking down God and saying that. So it looks like they have really... I thought they had actually all come together, but no. So obviously the rest of the Gakali Titans still up north, and unfortunately that player getting caught out. So who we got down here? Oh, hold on, so we do have Royal Flush officials and we've got Royal Flush Diamonds. So that was Royal Flush officials up at the school, and we've got Diamonds down south at Millie Base Holland. So be good if I can get that right, won't it? Righto, so we've got Team 12's going to be 4 Equinox. Down at Mildred, they will be pushing north, no doubt. You've got Cosmonauts that'll be waiting at Mildred, waiting to see if anyone does push through. Zone pretty much centered up just to the south of Yasnaya for game 1. So Battalion 5 starting to move out as well. Looks like they did a fairly large rotation away from the flight path. So as you can see, they're still getting a bit of a loot on. They have been doing a bit of a trash loot looking at that. They dropped at farm and sort of worked their way along out on the coast. And they are just starting to head back in now. It looks like they do manage to have a vehicle each. Have a quick look at Mist. Obviously dropping at Kabeshki. Going for a bit of a cruise around, and they're just going to chill up north, fairly safe for the time being. So it looks like which one's this one? This is going to be Seshgang. Obviously up north, up towards Mansion at the moment, near the flat top hill. Manzel, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. I think we're going to be off for a reasonably quiet start. We do have an airdrop coming down on a Potato Hill at the moment. It's going to be landing just about on someone's car if they were to pull up there, one of the Battalion 5 players. But does have Mark 14 and a sniper sup and all the usual level 3 gear. And saying that, and Paul Esports looks like they might be having a few shots going in their direction, coming out from the guys from Sesh Gang up at the flat top hill. So Lag obviously not leaving Lepovka yet. You can see the Cosmonauts, they've actually started to move north. They've pushed up to Shelter. Obviously just eyeing off the compound of Nepal Esports. I don't know that Praval does. No, definitely he will realise there's someone there now. You saw the vehicle of Alan Jugu. Don't say that, Alan Jugu. Praval just waiting for that opportune time. Get a couple of shots in. So here we go. Shots do start to fly. We got someone just tapping away, and Pramod is going to be lasered there by Prevail with the DP 4 times. It looks like these guys possibly getting ready to get aggressive. You can see Prevail has got the knock, and he is just going to start, or he was contemplating going in for the hard push on that one. It looks like Pramod is back up on his feet now. So quick revive coming out from Hypers here. And doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any more shots on, but I think so Blankos, he has gone in for the push here. Seal unfortunately does go down to Abby from Royal Flush Diamonds. And Blankos in amongst it. So Pramod, smartly so, does pull back a little bit. Should be able to provide a little bit more support from that position. I think Blankos is going to need some support fairly soon. In saying that, Alan Jugu does get hit by a molly. Big nades coming out from Pramod there. That does force Blankos to start running back. In saying that, a few shots come out from Pramod. And no, they are going to be just a little bit too late, as Pramod had a nade in hand. Looks like Pramod, generally speaking, is pretty good in the kitchen. He gets the nades cooked pretty well time-wise. So Mitt's going to take down Siaz. Let's jump on to that one, I think. That's going to be Sesh King here? No, it's not actually Sesh King. Where is the other Equinox? A few shots coming out from Haydos onto the Battalion 5 players as I do start pushing in towards zone. You've got Royal Flush. Hold on, so that could be down south. It is. So we're actually out in the blue here. So the teams that went to Millie and Novo, obviously meeting on this eastern bridge. So I think we've got so Twist obviously getting tagged up pretty heavily there. We got Apex Lakea, unfortunately does go down to play zone, and Equinox in a fair bit of trouble with just 2 players remaining. It looks like yeah, so Lakea, all these guys going down outside of play zone, but it has just been revived. But obviously Royal Flush Diamonds, they do have a few different angles. You've got a couple of players up on the ridgeline, obviously here with Bakugo, and a few down in amongst it. They're going to have Kazoo Boy does manage to take down Haydos with the mini. So a lot of teams sort of barreling towards the Yasnaya area at the moment. A lot of teams pushing towards that center zone. I think we're going to have to get a little bit closer. Abby does manage to take down Drake as soon as we jump off it. You can see you've got ladies and gentlemen, or Lag Esports out in the distance. Kivy does manage to take down Mr. MRC Ocean. So Cosmort still taking that fight pretty slowly with the Paul Esports at the moment. And Lakea unfortunately does get finished off as well. That's going to be down low. So it looks like got Royal Flush Diamonds going into the push here. Then we got left Twist, unfortunately does get finished off there. And that will be for Equinox, taking out in 14th position. So Ice Nation looks like they're starting to make their way into town. TGT, obviously still fairly spread out. Q, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. My profile, say it, welcome in. I think we'll jump back onto this Cosmot Nepal Esports fight. Because we've still got Blankos in the mix. You can see Ice Nation just pushing past a little bit further back at the moment. So you got Device. I'm surprised Blankos hasn't had a little bit of support push in from him here, but surely it's got to happen now. With Sebo getting a knock on Hypers. They've got 2 left standing. Blankos just opening the door so I can get a better view of these Nepal Esports players. But obviously, there we go. So Device now starting to push up. Device unfortunately does get done. Blankos returns the favour, does manage to get the knock, and it is all up to Alan now. He goes up against Blankos, and Blankos does come out on top on that one. So Nepal Esports go out in 13th position. We are going to have 12 teams remaining, 41 players left alive. And saying that, looks like Team Gravity. Not 100% sure who they just went up against. Got new player that I haven't seen before. Mr. Carnage in with Team Gravity. Quick look at Ice there on the rotation at the moment. And rotating directly in between a few teams there. So you can see Arisa getting taken up a little bit, but it looks like they should make it out okay. And looks like they're going to be coming in around that north side. So grabbing an extra vehicle as they keep on pushing through. Most of the compounds inside centre zone are pretty much occupied now. Obviously, you've got a fair bit of space in Yasnaya, where a lot of teams haven't pushed into Yasnaya, obviously. So Royal Flush Diamonds starting to make their way from way down south. You're going to have Darker now going down to Mr. Carnage. Let's jump onto that, because that was a pretty ranged fight in between Battalion 5 and Team Gravity here. That will be an interesting one to see, because you can see this all the way out in the Yasnaya fields. And saying that, these guys obviously acting pretty confident at the moment. They're on the rooftops. Being that confident when you're in towards center zone of your surroundings can really hurt sometimes, because obviously you're an easy thirst when you're on that roof. If someone does manage to get behind you. Kenzo now taking it down. Cobra OP from TGT, and zone switches down to the south. So closest place to center zone is going to be that flat top hill outside of, or out to the west of a mansion, where we do have I think it's Seshking. Is it Team 23? Yep, Seshking. I'd say that we're trying to hold that one down fairly tightly. Saying that, we've got confidence coming out all round, with Kazoo Boy also getting on the roof. So Lang Esports looks like they're going to be pushing in, and now they're going to start coming in from that eastern side. But Ice Nation obviously fairly hot on their heels. Have a quick look here. We've got you, all eyes are in front, but possibly you'd have some eyes behind. We got Pogo getting some reasonably skilled driving until he has to hit a mountain. Looks like Ice Nation are going to sort of wrap around these guys. I'd say they would have seen that vehicle coming in from behind. Got on with that. What the hell? That is weird as hell. There we go, that's better. Working now. Jin Marina, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in, righto. So, Cosmonauts, they're going to chill at the museum for the time being. We do have problems, I believe this will be. Lot 10, it is problems. Chilling at the compound to the south of Yasnaya. Wow. The TGT looks like they're going to stay put until this next zone. You're going to have Black Ops does manage to take down Abbey, so it looks like Royal Flush Diamonds were starting to push in their direction, and they're going to pull up at the compound directly opposite the museum here. So Mythy is going to be there to get that revive. So now Blankos getting in the, or looking to go for a bit of a push here. Possibly, no, going around the other side of the compound, I do believe. So Cosmonauts looking to take a fight here, and Myth unfortunately does get dropped by Device. Let's have a quick look at Lakaya. Can he take Sibo's head off? Oh, he smashes Sibo hard, but unfortunately it doesn't manage to get the knock on shipping. Sibo had a level 3 helmet on that one. Alexander, respect, welcome in, thanks for coming in. Lakaya, oh, Lakaya, Prevail, not seeing Lakaya, and pays a price. Gets taken down. The Blankos still just cruising around, getting a little bit of information, while the rest of the Cosmo squad do take this fight. We're gonna have Ducker now going down as well to a whiz from Team Gravity, so they're still fighting across that open field. I don't really think we're going to see too many thirsts coming out of that fight. All that one's really doing is serving to whittle away down their gear. Probably end up with the outer helmet or two, but righto, let's have a quick look at Black Ops' point of view again. Zone, it goes over to that flat top hill. We've still got Mansion that is inside zone. It looks like Ice have already moved to that position. They've got it pretty well locked down. They're going to be able to chill there for a fair while. So Blankos just starting to disable some of the vehicles from Royal Flush Diamonds. But obviously Cosmonauts, they are going to need to roll out again fairly soon as they are outside of zone. Royal Flush Diamonds are actually in. So Lag Esports, they're going to have to move in sooner or later too. Cobra OP unfortunately does get caught out by, I think it was from Rise. With the M24, we're going to have, unfortunately, it gets thirsted up as well. So Ray's going for the quick scopes onto Jit Garung. Garung. And Team Gravity now looking to push this compound. It would have been good to see these guys send it over the top of that ridge. Can Mr. Carnage live up to his name here? No, it looks like they are going to pull up just a little bit beforehand. Kenzo does manage to take down Shred and we'll get a confirm on that. Ray's now starting to push back, and that is going to give Team Gravity some ground to push up into that compound if they would like to. We've got Travis a little bit further back. He's going to start lobbing a couple of nades in their general direction. Looks like they may fall a little bit short. The Gibby also getting spotted up now by Kazoo Boy. Prevail taking down Marcus, so not sure which of the squads have moved out there. So in saying that, it looks like they're going pretty much head to head here. So we've got units being taken up. Where's Poco? So Poco looks like he's going to smoke up, but these guys very pinned down. As you can see, Marcos about to bleed out. Ladies and gentlemen really need to move out now, but nade smashing them very, very hard. Oh, perfect nade from Prevail, takes both those guys out. No, it was actually Blankos, sorry, that managed to get the finishing one on that one. And Cosmonauts, they must have a reasonably solid kill count. There we go, 6 so far. It's definitely a good start, but I'm curious about Team Gravity's sort of push. Are they going to try and hold this compound for the time being? Or are they going to look to take down Sesh Gang here? Gibby taking down Mr. Faisal. So that's going to be Battalion 5 officer just outside of zone. Zone does center up nicely, and obviously Team Gravity, the Sesh Gang, they do have that compound. Kazoo Boy does manage to take down Wiz though. So they will have to just stall for a second and start getting some revives out. Obviously problems, they're right out on the other western side as well. I'm actually surprised we haven't got shots going out between these guys and Battalion 5. Surely Search not looking in that direction. But looks like Battalion 5, they are going to start rolling out now. And saying that, looks like they've got a quite a fondness for rocks as they smash into one on their own rotations. Oh, looks like the light Darker takes down that in Fame with the run over. And that really threw a spanner in the works back onto those guys back there. Who actually was that? Team 19, that is Miracle Righto. So Baba Yaga looks like he'll be the one to get the revive. They've still got plenty of time though. Let's jump on to Battalion 5 as they try and make their way into zone. Saying that, they've got some nades coming very, very close to them at the moment. Good nade from Octus, I think it was. That was actually Gibby getting the confirm there, and unfortunately Battalion 5 do go out in 10th position. Absolutely just rolling that one down the hill. So we've got Wiz obviously being taken down by Sun. Quick look. We got Search getting taken up pretty heavily, and unfortunately does get taken out. Let's have a quick look at Cosmonauts there, scouting their way in as they try and make their way into zone. And there's a lot of people out in open fields. As you can see, you've got Bakugo here getting a laser by Prevail, but Prevail does get taken down by completely showed it that quick. It was actually Abby. So just return the favour, but looks like look at all those teams just pushing up onto this ridge line. So you've got Cosmonauts now pushing is absolutely insane. Let's have a look at Kenzo back on the other side, going up against Mr. Carnage. Does manage to take him down. You've got Kimmy that'll be looking to finish off Kenzo here, though. And the Sky just lighting up on its one. And unfortunately, that is going to be missed. Taken out in 8th position. Regs, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. So device is going to need to be revived. Looks like we've got some of the Ice Nation guys looking to make sure that Cosmonauts can't get up that ridge line. What a good place for the finish. It is a OP as hell place to finish, that's for sure. They're going to have Ice Monty. Does manage to take down Device. Sebo unfortunately going down as well. Let's jump back. Oh no, I think we just missed that fight on the other side. Unfortunately, I think that was Problems just taken out. It's going to do this super quick just so we've got it. Cool. So that Team 10, that is Problems. Could be in a little bit of strife here as you've got Royal Flush Diamonds just nailed the hell out of these guys to try and make their way forward. And Disaster, unfortunately, is going to be finished up there by Abby. But I'd say Cosmonauts will be looking to keep the pressure on. No, Sebo unfortunately does get taken down there. Blankos will be there to get that revive, though. I think these guys are probably just going to lay low for the second. You can see Monty making sure that Cosmonauts can't get up from that position, get to some higher ground. Sabi unfortunately does go down. You're going to have Royal Flush Myth is going to be the last man standing now for Royal Flush Diamonds. We do have 5 teams remaining, 11 players left alive. Who's going to take the dub? Kenzo, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So no, we've got someone down, so this is Monty down low. We'll try and keep everyone in within the view on this one. So Raze unfortunately does get done by Arisa. But I don't think they're going to go in for a push yet. That'd be just about suicide, I reckon. If you did, you'd have... Oh no, and saying that, Arisa getting pretty confident, but Team Gravity not taking those shots. Team Gravity are going to have to move as well. So surely they'll be looking to get a knock. Let's have a quick look at Octus's point of view here. I'm not sure if they've got a bit of a reach they can sort of move up to. It's going to be inside a zone or not. See some smokes coming out from Octus, so it looks like that's going to be sort of their path where they do want to enter in. That'll be very, very close to Isolation though. Saying that, Arisa's more focused on to Team 23, Sesh King. And Team Gravity now do start to move. Looks like we're going to have Mr. Carnage wrapping around to the right. And saying that, the whole squad looks to be wrapping around to the right. I thought they were actually going to go around the left side, but Myth could possibly get shot in the back here if he doesn't realise he's got someone pushing right next to him. Well, you got to do this to be PUBG. There we go. So you can see them coming around this ridge line. Myth obviously still out in the blue there. Mr. Carnage unfortunately does go down. Octus out in the blue. Myth in a little bit of trouble and will just make it in. No, unfortunately, Octus does manage to catch him out, but I think Blankos will be looking to put the pressure now onto Octus. The Octus pretty much trapped in that position. It was a fair funnel. And where's the next zone gone? So we're down to 4. Royal Flush Diamonds going out in 5th. The Real Flex, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. So this is your 4 teams. You've got Cosmonauts, you've got Ice Nation. The saying that Wiz smashing hard takes out one of the Search King players, and there is only 1 remaining, so it's going to be Travis. They're still a little bit outside of zone here as well. So Wiz is just going for a bit of a pre-fire there. I'm assuming that door is probably open, but just a bit of a spectator glitch. I think the next zone is actually down that hill. That might actually favour Cosmonauts. Saying that, no. Sebo unfortunately does go down. Ice Nation now looking to push in their cannon. Blankos hold these guys back. So it takes down Monty. He's going head to head with Arisa now, but unfortunately does lose that fight. So Cosmos will go out roughly in third. And now it's going to be just Wiz going up against the one player that is left standing for Ice Nation. You've got Monty that's down at the moment. And Wiz goes into center mode and takes the dub for Team Gravity. So Wiz smashing with 6. You've got Octus with 4. Mr. Carnage with 2 and Gibby with 2. So a total of 14 kills for those guys in game 1. And give me 1 second. I'm just going to start getting these scores going. Almost done. There we go. So we've got Team Gravity getting the dub with, what was it, 14 kills. We've got Ice Nation coming in second with a total of 7 kills. So you got Erangel with 4, Scream with 1, Monty with 1, and Cyrox with 1. You're going to have Cosmos going out in third position with a total of 8. So you got Blankos with 5, Sibo with 2, and Preval with 1. We're going to have Sesh King going out in 4th position with a total of 6. So you got Travis with a 4, you got Rays with 1, and you got Kazuboy with 1. You're going to have Royal Flush Diamonds going out in 5th position with a total of 8 kills there. So you got Abby with 4, you got Lakeo with 1, and Myth with 3. We're going to have Problems going out in 6th position. In 7th, we're going to have... That's got to be Miracle, surely. With Fame getting 2 kills for the team. We've got Miss going out in 8th position there with a total of 3 kills. So you got Sun with 1 and Kenzo with 2. We're gonna have Royal Flush Officials going out in 9th position with Tayo getting 1 kill for the team there, but Tayo 5 going out in 10th with Max Zone getting 1 kill for the team. We're going to have Lag Esports going out in 11th position with a total of 3. So you've got you, Marcus, Poker all getting 1 kill each there. We've got the Gokali Titans going out in 12th. In 13th, we're going to have Nepal Esports. In 14th, we're going to have 4 Equinox. In 15th, we're going to have a Dark Side with Blank getting 1, and Claire going out in 16th position with Kite grabbing 1 kill for the team. Right, that is scores done. We'll get straight on to those. They got Team Gravity obviously grabbing 29 points in that one, so definitely a good lead to start with. Obviously 10-point lead over Ice Nation with 19 in second. You've got Cosmos in third with 18. Royal Flush Diamonds in fourth with 14. You've got Sesh King in fifth with 14 as well. So we're going to take a short break. We'll see you guys very soon with game number 2 of the Oceania United PMCO scrims. Thanks everyone. Righto, we are back with the second match, the Oceania United PMCO Scrims. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Mongrel, welcome in. How are you, buddy? So, who we got streaming the other lobby tonight? I think it's Buff669, isn't it? Hard enough for me. Make sure you jump on over to him and check him out. Righto, let's check out this flight path for game 1. Right, so it's going to be an interesting one. It's right up on the northeastern side, from north of Wildcard up to Tora Ahamara. So a lot of the locations that a lot of these teams like to jump will be bit out of distance. And Claire obviously jumping early. They're going to go to Valdemar. Super expected there. You got Nepal Esports there, have jumped early. I'd say they'll be heading to Montana Waybo. They do like to go there. Wildcard KTM also out of the plane at about that time, but I think they might be jumping somewhere else. So it looks like the Gakali Titans, they will be dropping south, so no one actually going to Chamasera, which is surprising. You're going to have the Cosmonauts going to El Pozo. They're going to be there with Ice Nation. Oof, I'm struggling tonight, but anyway. So in Zurich, thanks for the stay safe. Much appreciated, mate. And saying that, Tora Hamada looks like it is going to be fairly hot. You've got 3 teams heading in that direction. You've got Darkside. Saying that, looks like Apes, they were also at Montana Waybo. So let's start jumping onto this fight right here with Apes. And obviously Nepal Esports. Nurzed does manage to get the fist on to Alan, I think it was, from Nepal. So Nepal, they're going to be down to 2 because unfortunately they started off with a 3-man squad as well. Hype AOB, welcome in, thanks for coming in. We got Promoter just quick around. These guys obviously fairly spread out. I do want to see what's happening up here. So it looks like I think it's problems down south, is it? Yep, Baba Yaga. Problems here. No, it's actually a miracle Baba Yaga's in with tonight. Ended up bailing out of this drop spot at Tora Ahamada. But we do have Royal Flush officials here with a Dark Side. I don't think that this is necessarily the normal drop spot, so it's definitely going to be a good one to see. Sale unfortunately does get finished off there by Apes Hustler. And we'll jump back on to Nurzed just quickly. It's all up to Pramod here, and in saying that, it looks like Pramod is just looking to bail out of this one. So UMP Uzi, this is what he's got for the time being. In saying that, he's got the 6 times on the UMP. So it looks like he's saying that a few shots coming out in this direction. Obviously, Apes really looking to hunt him down here. Nurzed is going to be in full view there. He gets one, he takes down Kutazami. So obviously Apes really on the hunt. They're not worrying about the revive at the moment. Oh, we're going to see Hustler go down as well. Can he finish this off? I think Pramodi is about to 1v3 Apes. Nurzed obviously very, very low, and he does. He gets it. So that is going to be Apes going out in 18th position. Well done, Pramod. Yeah, he's going to dance about that one. Well done, mate. Well done. So he's pretty happy about that. Don't blame him either. Let's have a quick look up at Pozo just quickly and see what's happening up here. We've got Arisa. That's pretty close to a couple of the Cosmonaut players. Device obviously starting to push in to their building, and Sibo also is following in behind. So it looks like the support crew is on their way, as you can see them pushing over in the distance there. And Monty's starting to push up. So I don't know that they know that Arisa's there. Arisa didn't look like they have moved a real muscle. We've got Azure that might be able to end up shooting these guys in the back though. Device takes down Monty. So spot out and unfortunately will be thirsted up. So let's have a quick look at Arisa. Seal 0505, welcome in. Tarak, welcome in as well. Alch, thanks for the hype, mate, much appreciated. And so Arisa just chilling. I still don't know that they know Arisa is directly above. Doesn't look like Azure can really get an angle here either. Got Cyrex obviously in position at the moment as well. That I'm sure we'll take off Sibo's head if he does pop out that side. In saying that, Azure now starting to make a move up close to Ice Cream here. At the moment, obviously, Arisa's just chilling and doesn't really need any support at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if they actually let Cosmonauts go fairly deep into the opening before opening fire, just to make sure they can get some confirms out. Let's have a quick look at Azure's point of view. Blank names himself. What's going on there? That's Pakatura Ahamana. Ice Cream. It does manage to take down Azure. I think he'll be screaming after that one. Let's have a quick look at Blackhoss's point of view. Can he provide some support there? Doesn't look like that is the case. And as you can see, all the eyes are pretty much focused on Ice Cream now. And in saying that, Reese has actually started to move around. Sibo, he should be able to shoot these guys in the back unless Device is relaying that information. He will be, because we've got Risa now moving around, and he's going to go in, guns blazing on the drop, and takes down a Device. So Device, unfortunately, done what I reckon would have felt like a ghost coming in there. But Ice Nation now looking to get aggressive. Ice Cream is going to get dropped, unfortunately, by Blankos. These guys a little bit far back, but Arisa trying to take on Sibo. So Blankos looks like he will be revived. You got Cyrox that's coming in on the other side, just sticking very, very low. So Way to Conquer, well, looks, do we have one of the Way to Conquer players in? Who is he in with? That wasn't actually up here. So Team Gravity obviously dropping around Oasis. That's an unusual one. In saying that, looks like Darkside may have actually just been finished off. We've got Sibo and Black Hoss still back up. Luca Licious, welcome in. Bazaar Fan, welcome in as well. I love this Cyrox, what he's doing here, just running up, snaking his way around the stadium. Looks like he's pulling back though, Righto, to try and get a better angle. And saying that, Righto, he has been he has given away his position. That's why he's pulling back on this one. But Arisa has got to be getting close to getting an angle back onto these guys. Blankos is in view here. And Blankos is going to get lasered, unfortunately. Sibo, and Sibo gets done too. And Ice Nation taking out the Cosmonauts out in 15th position. That was a good fight, that one. I was pretty impressed by that from Ice Nation and Cosmonauts. So let's have a quick look over here. Who we got over here? So this is going to be Team 23. That is Sesh Gang. Got Travis in. Unfortunately, has been finished off already. Battalion 5 looks like obviously an airdrop coming down right near these guys. And saying that, what has been really good, and I commend all the teams on this one. I don't think I've seen any flares being used in the week. That's awesome to see. That is awesome to see. It's not very often that happens, to be honest. When you say no flares, normally it results in someone end up using them. So for Equinox, in between some of the Team Gravity players at the moment. But I'm assuming Gibby scouting out at the moment, getting a bit of more of a loot on. Getting a bit of information of the other teams rotating in. So Wildcard KTM, whereabouts did they go? Did they actually go out further? So it didn't end up going all the way up to Ruins. They ended up pushing through Craterfield. So Darker unfortunately does go down now to Vote. Let's jump on to this one. So we've got Mr. Faisal here that looks to be getting a revive, but TGT looking to get reasonably aggressive. They've got Shy Boy on the back line. Vote pushing right up on to Darker and Co. Mr. Faisal, surely he's got to just about get an angle here. We pushed it a little bit further around to the right. Sparky, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. Good nades coming out from Mr. Faisal. So Tiger on the back line, I'm assuming we'll be able to get a revive there on it to God. Too high now, going down. Vote goes down. And it looks like TGT could be in a bit of trouble. So Battalion 5 feeling that little bit more confident now, and now starting to turn the tables. Flip them over. They are on the hunt, and they do manage to finish off TGT in 14th position. So lag fairly close to, I think it's 4 Equinox. No, this is actually Sesh Gang. How many Equinox players are there? There must be an absolute metric ton of them. Let's have a quick look at Eclair. It looks like they might have some company coming in from Team 6 Ice Nation. So Cyrox spotting out Smoko. He's pulled up, but surprisingly, he didn't take any shots. He's just getting out. He's like, nah, don't know if I'm going to get tagged up here or not in response. Cool. So Wildcard, KTM, Rage on the move as well. I think that is running into almost 4 Equinox out to the northern side there. The Team 12, that is going to be 4 Equinox. Royal Flush Diamonds on the move as well. Let's have a quick look at Baba Yaga just quickly from Miracle. So these guys obviously taking a bit of an overwatch from above Minas Generalis. We do have some shots coming out. So they're spotting out the vehicles that are outside of render, and they are just trying to take those players down. Who knows if that player did get out alive or not? I think they probably did. So it's actually Battalion 5 they're putting the pressure on. Looks like Dark obviously is going for a bit of run. He's way out of render, so they're not going to actually be able to hit him from that position. Looks like Claire now starting to move up fairly close to Royal Flush Diamonds here. Shots do come out. Xeno is going to have to pull back now. And if Myth goes too deep, you should see some shots coming out from Ganxi or Smoko in the distance. Unfortunately, Xeno does get taken down. Baka goes down as well. So it's a third party coming in, I believe, from Miracle. I think that was the miracle that Claire needed, to be honest. So it's all up to Myth. So you got Ganxi inside that. So where's Kayak at? The Kayak and Smoko are very, very separated from Ganxi. Where now essentially is the time that they should have been cleaning up. Royal Flush officials is saying that. I think they are being pushed. They are. You can see we've got Miracle starting to make their way down. Abby is back up on their feet. And Nade's now starting to rain down from a Miracle. They're going to have Fame at taking down Bakugo. Looks like Boko, unfortunately, is going to go down as well from lag. So Lakea, I'm pretty sure you're still bleeding out. And looks like that will end up being left there to bleed out. But Royal Flush Diamond's obviously getting up to back up to a 3-man squad. So Fame currently down for these guys. The Miracle. But they'll be able to pull the revive out on that one too. Let's have a quick look. So we've got Bramod obviously still just hanging around on the outside of blue after taking out the other guys from Apes. Abby taking the chance to get a bit of a loot on. We're going to have Team Gravity going up against Wildcard, KTM, Rage fairly soon. Looks like we're going to have Mist coming in behind for Equinox. And Royal Flush officials obviously getting themselves in a pretty solid spot around the junkyard area. Let's have a quick look at Team Gravity here. So we do have a few shots being taken at the moment, and in saying that, Gibby actually has been finished off. Mr. Carnage now gets taken down. So that was 720. So Wiz obviously going to get that revive. You've got Octus also on the front line. Is he going to be able to spot these guys out? At the moment he's trying to get the locations of them all, I think, before really popping his head up too much. You can see Siraj has gone for that nice flank behind. I don't know that they're going to be able to get any angles just yet. May get an angle on the Wiz, because Wiz, you saw him push out the back there before, and he's now pushing in towards the warehouse. But I think the timing was just a little bit off for Siraj there, and unfortunately does miss. Spotting out Wiz. So Claire obviously on the move, Battalion 5 on the move as well, all coming through Minas Generalis. Let's have a quick look at Hados. He's in a bit of a spot here where he's going to come through. We've got Darker sending it in the bank blast, but Hados ready to take him on. Saying that he's going to put himself in a position where he can get more support from the rest of the squad. Looking at this, we've got Tyre on an opposing ridge. So smart move there by Hados. And you can see Darker now starting to bait his way over. I'm assuming we'll see some shots coming out from Tyre fairly soon. There we go. So you can see he's taking those shots over the top of that ridge. So you can see Cyrox go down for Ice Nation. Fame, unfortunately, taken down there by Arisa. They're getting a knock-in response. Maxone obviously cracking out the nades onto Hados. That looks like they're going to fall just a little bit too short. So Battalion 5 looks like they're not super keen to fight at this early on. And they are going to try and find somewhere else to enter into zone. So that looks like they're heading pretty much directly in to Eclair now. So Smoko pushing back. It's not Eclair. It looks like they're getting ready to roll out too, rather than taking this fight. Obviously not quite happy with that position. Shots still coming back in and out from Royal Flush officials, and Max Own. His vehicle is just about trash. Let's jump onto Ice Nation just quickly. They are in the thick of it. They've got a couple of teams around them. I think Miracle in front here with Ocean. And I'm not sure where Zax is, to be honest. Or Baba Yaga. But right, so looks like for Equinox, they're on the lower side at the moment. That's why they haven't been able to continue to keep the pressure on. They are making their way up to higher ground. You can see you got Twist over on the opposing ridge here. So while they're not doing too much damage just yet, I think once they start moving around that compound, they will start to really put the pressure on. So Claire looks like they're on that another ridge in behind those guys that might end up taking down Twist if he does start to fire and give away his position, I believe. But unfortunately, Risa has been taken down. It's all up to Cyrax now for Ice Nation. And Cyrax unfortunately does get done by that third party from a Twist. And I think we had Zax. Sorry, Mr. Ocean was just taken down. Unfortunately, just got thirsted up as well. Let's jump on to the last couple of players here from Miracle. So a little bit further over, and they are with Mist. Wata! Welcome in. What a name. They got Cookies, Baba Yaga, Zax, and Sun here. In what looks to be pretty much a straight 2v2. I don't think we're going to have any third parties just yet. Ramon unfortunately does get taken down. That's going to be Nepal going out in 9th position. So Sutton just chilling. And saying that, Cookies does get spotted out by Zax. And Zax can even get taken down in FPP. And Baba Yaga finished off as well. So Sutton coming out on top of that one. And that is going to be Miracle taken out in 8th. So who we got here? This is going to be Seshgang. On down center zone at the moment. Battalion 5 looks like they've ended up pulling it down south of Royal Flush Diamonds and Royal Flush Official, and then managing to make their way east. Octus now coming into play as well from Team Gravity. I think smashing some of the Seshgang players, so it's all up to how do I say that? Is it Aka? The Octus dumping a full mag into the smoke, but unfortunately just not connecting. So we've got 7 teams, 21 players left alive. Most of these teams still do have a fair bit of room to move. Claire, they generally do like to get to one of the highest spots of the map, and looks like that's what they've got at the moment. So we still do have, as you can see, Team 12 for Equinox. I know Gaxi can't keep his head up too long here, it'll get taken off by Drake. Mr. Faisal now takes down Tayo. So Battalion 5 starting to get some revenge on that gatekeep earlier. Team Gravity now starting to move up a little bit closer to Mist as well. So I think that's a bit of a valley that's in between these guys. So they're going to have to work out. They could push north a little bit there and still be inside zone. Maybe they're going to wait this one out and see where this next zone does go before looking to take the fight. Or even just pushing in towards the center of the zone. The Gaxi rolls out in the bank bus and zone does go north. So we've got pretty much only one team inside zone. Missed very, very close though. And looks like Gaxi unfortunately was just finished off. I'm not 100% sure who it was by. I'm assuming it's probably Royal Flush Officials. These guys could be in a little bit of trouble here. And saying that, Equinox, they've actually gone in for the push. We've got Kayak does go down, so Smoko's going to have to go in a 1v2, and unfortunately does get taken out by Ciaz. So it's going to be Claire going out in 7th. That really surprised me, that one. We have Darker taking down Kazuboy. Looks like he's on the front lines as he tries to make his way into zone. You can see we do have a Seshgang directly opposite. It's only a 2-man-ish squad. Shyboy now starting to push up as well. So a lot of teams starting to find their feet now. You can see they are starting to get a bit more aggressive. With Shyboy obviously pushing right up and saying that. Gonna have Aka unfortunately does get taken down. Where is the last remaining player there? That's gonna be Kazuboy. I would have liked to have seen those guys leave like Darker back on that other ridge to be able to provide some support from over this side. But regardless, they're still coming out on top. It was more just a bit more of an insurance policy for those guys. So it looks like Equinox, they're going to have to get some revives out. Royal Flush Officials might struggle to get into zone. We've only got 5 seconds until the zone closes. They've got 100 meters to move forward. Sai is leading that charge while you've got Hados at the back, just trying to keep these guys entertained. Well, Mr. Faisal starts to tag up Hados. Let's have a quick look at Shred's point of view. The Shred actually in behind Hados here. So Nate's coming out from Sai. The side pushing up onto Mr. Faisal. It looks like they cannot get an angle here. The Hados makes it into zone, but you do have Equinox that's going to be on the western side of those guys, and I wouldn't be surprised if you do see Royal Flush visuals pop out of that ridge soon and start stabbing them in the back essentially. So Maxone almost getting his head taken off by Hados, but Drake looks like he's getting ready to pick up this ridge and really put the pressure back onto these guys. Maxone unfortunately is going to get down there. Great spray comes out from Drake, but it doesn't manage to get One of the Battalion 5 players down. I thought he was actually going to get a double on that one. But Sai will need to get a revive fairly soon. In saying that, looks like Battalion 5, they are now realising they don't have too much time to waste. And Sai, unfortunately, does go down to Mr. Faisal. The Royal Flush officials go out in 5th position. Let's jump back on to Team 12 here. So this is for Equinox going up against Team Gravity. So Wiz also down at the moment. Let's have a quick look at Ox's point of view. So he's going to be the one to get a revive. Mr. Carnage, see what he can do. So obviously these guys inside zone got themselves a nice little valley. Battalion 5 now starting to make their way in as well. And looks like they're going to be pushing in a compound side. The 4 teams remain. Let's see. Right, so it's going to be Sun on the backside now, and he's going to be pushing in with the blue. So looking to go for a bit of a heal off. See Drake and Siaz obviously getting forced forward. And Wiz unfortunately does get finished off, so Team Gravity are going to be down to 2. Let's jump on a Twist. Unfortunately, he does push it a little bit too deep. Mr. Carnage makes him pay the price, and Zone goes to the center on this one. So all teams are going to have to push it in. I'm not sure if Battalion 5's compound is slightly in. Saying that, Equinox, or 4 Equinox was just taken out, I believe, in 4th. Mr. Faisal tries to push out and unfortunately does get done. You can see Sunny gained an extra position, but unfortunately is going to go down there in the distance after going for the heal off. So that is going to be missed, going out in 3rd position. So did manage to get an extra couple of points out of that. It's essentially a 2v3 now with Team Gravity, and Team Gravity, they've got a relatively nasty zone to get into. So it looks like Mr. Carnage is going to lead the charge there, and it's going to be all up to Octus now, with Mr. Carnage currently down. I'm not sure if he's going to try and get the revive or not. Or are we going to see Battalion 5 start to get a little bit more aggressive? Yeah, so Darker is pushing up. Max Zone should be able to provide some support from over on the opposite ridge. No! Octus pulls him back over far enough. Oh, hold on. Push the wrong button there for a second. The whole like stream deck slid. So 21 meters outside of zone closing as well. Octus trying to keep as much cover as he can. Got a nice split from Battalion 5 while they try and take this dub. But Octus, I think he's about to get shot on the side. Max Zone does go down. Can he finish off Shy Boy? Oh, so close, yet so far. And Battalion 5 take the dub. So let's get some scores cracking. We'll turn this game audio off, I think. Right, that is good. That is good, and let's go. So Battalion 5, well done getting the dub and getting 12 kills in the process. So you got Shy Boy with 1, you got Mr. Faisal with 4, Darker with 2, and Max Zone with 5. You got Team Gravity coming in 2nd position, getting a total of 9 kills. They've got Octus with 3, Wiz with 1, and Carnage with 5. Gonna have Mist obviously healing their way into 3rd position with 7 kills. You got Sun getting 6 of those kills, so definitely the lion's share. We've got Cookies with 1, and in 4th you're gonna have 4 Equinox with a total of 6. So you got Twist with 2, Drake with 2, and Siaz with 2 as well. We're gonna have Royal Flush officials going out in 5th position with a total of 5. You got Sai with 1, Shred and Hados with 2 each. We're gonna have Sesh Gang, I think, is it, in 6th position, I think. I'm pretty confident that is. So a total of 4 kills for those guys. You got Kazoo Boy with 1, Orca with 2, and Raze with 1. So we're gonna have a clear going out in 7th position. In 8th, we're gonna have Miracle with a total of 6. So you got Ocean with 1, Zax with 3, and Baba Yaga with 2. Nepal Esports going out in 9th position, with obviously Pramod getting that epic 1v3 with Apes early on. So we're going to have Ice Nation obviously going out in 10th position there. We've got Risa getting 4 of those kills, and Scream getting 1, so a total of 5. We're going to have Wildcard, KTM, Rage going out in 11th. In 12th position, we're going to have Royal Flush Diamonds, with Myth getting 1 kill for the team there. You're going to have Ladies and Gentlemen or Lag Esports going out in 13th with 2. Marcus and Poco getting 1 each there. We've got TGT going out in 14th position, with Cosmonauts going out in 15th as well with 2 kills. Blancos and Device grabbing 1 each. We've got Darkside going out in 16th position. In 17th, we're going to have... There's actually Problems. In 18th, we're going to have ApeSync, with Nerzen and Hustler both getting 1 each for the guys here. Oh, and so that's not a good sign. Hold on. See the issue. We're going to take a short break. I'll get the score sorted, and I'll see you guys very soon with game number 3 of the Oceania United PMCO Scrims. Thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't already, please smash that follow button, and we'll see you soon. Righto, we are back inside that. So I got a couple of issues with Scrimmer at the moment. So I'm just gonna have to turn that one off. Anyway, righto, so what a normal stream this one's gonna be. Let's jump on to Battalion 5 going up against TGT. Furious Fast, welcome in. Up Kusha, welcome in as well. Rumpel, thanks for coming in. So God, unfortunately going down. Let's Vote unfortunately gets finished off as well. Is that so there's still someone alive and kicking there. It's gonna be Tiger. What else is Tiger? No, unfortunately he gets absolutely slaughtered there by the Battalion 5 guys. That's gonna be TGT going out in 14th position. We've got Team Gravity obviously gone over towards Camp Alpha. You've got 4 Equinox that have gone to Hartine. So they might have some new tags coming out from these guys. You've got 4E coming out for Rionix, which is good to see. Let's have a quick look at Nepal. They'll be coming in behind at Dark Side. Alright, let's have a quick look at we'll have a quick look at Blank and see what he's up to. He's pretty close to Nepal Esports at the moment. Ooh, and so that's Iron is going to go down on that one. So Blank unfortunately gone a little bit too deep there, and he does get finished off. Let's have a quick look at the Klaus' point of view. So he's got the off angle here. Got Pramod in. The back line there. So Iron will go or be going to zone, I'd say. Sail up to here. So smoking up, I think, to try and get a bit of a load on. You've still got Klaus and Ghost still behind it. So Ghost just a little bit further back at the second. Might also getting spotted out as they do try to push to get a revive on Iron. Looks like Iron is going to be revived on this one. I don't think Darkside do have any troubles. They're going to need to get moving though fairly soon as this next zone has closed. What a perfect day they're coming in from Klaus. Does manage to take down Pramod and Iron. Really puts the pressure back on into Nepal Esports. Don't know how they're going to be able to get the revives here unless they can get these knocks onto Darkside. So I'm just spraying the top of the rocks. Looks like unfortunately the teammates have been thirsted up and they're going to start moving out. So it looks like we're going to be in for a Northwestern Island finish. I haven't seen one of those for a little while, so that's going to be a good change of pace. Team Gravity obviously will get an advantage from that one. And you've got Wildcard KDM there as well already with 4 Equinox also on the island. So it looks like Royal Flush officials, they are obviously moving out and rolling across, going for a bit of a swim. Last 2 remaining players it is too. Getting to that Northwestern Island early. I think that's a smart move by those guys. So Claire looks like they're going to be coming through the crossroads area. You got Battalion 5 already moving through there as well. But how far in is Battalion 5 going to go? That's going to be the real question here. Are they going to end up running into Wildcard KDM, Rage, or are we going to see Eclair end up catching up to those guys? Doesn't look like anyone's coming in from the southwestern island on this one. Regs, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. What do we got? We've got Team Gravity just chilling for the time being. They're just laying and waiting. They're trying to control that high ground. So inside that, let's have a quick look at problems. I'm assuming this is. They're right over on the eastern side. You've got Cosmos pretty close by as well. The pool, as you can see, they're still coming in very late. Dark side also coming in along the water line. At the moment, just following the river up to Pai Nan. So you've got what was going on there? Where were we? We were with disaster. They got Farun up top at the moment. On some tricks of the trade. An interesting one, that one. But anyway. I'm assuming you can actually stay up there for a little bit. Alright, let's jump on to the Cosmonauts. Looks like they're going up against Royal Flush of Diamonds. Ski Mask, welcome in as well. Bot Phil, Harris, thanks for coming in. They've got Abby in Blake Ross sides at the moment. Can't get them down as yet though. And saying that, looks like we've got Device that's up a little bit closer. Have a look a bit out on that right hand side. So as you are, it looks like Sivo is going to be pushing out. Stick on the left side. Blankos is the one wrapping around further to the right. In saying that, Blankos could be in a little bit of trouble here. You've got someone up on that region, that is Bakugo. So unfortunately, Blankos is going to go down on that one, and looks like Bakugo pretty convinced he wanted to get the thirst on that one, but unfortunately doesn't get it. As Azure provides that support that Blankos needed, and takes down Bakugo. So Bakugo obviously a fair way out there. It is going to be hard to get a revive. UES Clan, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. They've got Lakaya. Just trying to spot out Blankos to the Co. I think he's going to start pulling back. And looks like he's going to pull all the way around to try and get a revive, or are they just going to leave him behind? 29 seconds, so they've got a bit of time, but I think Bakugo is about to be done for. So Azure finishes him off. So unfortunately, Bakugo being the sacrificial lamb on that one. We've got the Mark 14 8 times in the airdrop coming down right on top of Eclair. Should be able to get a fair bit of kit, but let's jump on it to 23. That was what their team name was. I can probably tell you. Hold on 1 second. I do have a list somewhere up on the screen. That was Sesh Gang. And they're in a bit of trouble. You've got Arca left up. And of course he does get taken down there by Siaz with a late drop shot. So Sesh Gang go out in 13th position. Gonna have, let's have a quick look. We got, I wait, quickly. One second. I won't getting a bit of a laser on to Xeno. Trainer, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. Right, so let's have a quick look at Smoker's point of view, see what he can see. So now we've still got all these guys from this making the move for it over the water at the moment. Obviously, Cookies was leaving it pretty late, so I could provide some cover for the rest of his squad. Now that pretty much everyone is over, we'll start making his way over that water. So Kenzo gets on the front line. I think so Smoko will get the revive onto Xeno. Smokes to get thrown out. But where is this next zone going to close? So it does switch up to the north and clear in a pretty good spot now, really. Sanhok Gax is actually been done. So can these guys hold back? Missed. The Cookies go push it over, and saying that goes with no guns out. And will be revived now by OWO. So we're going to have Ghost now going down to Gibby as well from Team Gravity. So Team Gravity's still up on the high ground. You can see we've got Darkside starting to move up. Let's jump on it to the Wildcard KTM Rage one, just quickly going up against Battalion 5. So Nepal Esports still to come in as well. So Battalion 5, they go up further to the west. They're going to end up running into Darkside and then ultimately Team Gravity. Looks like Wildcard KTM Rage sort of trying to gatekeep from the time being. Even on that low ground, you got Jocks up on the high and then 2 on the low. Kale already inside zone. But let's have a quick look back at Xeno and Smoko. They're trying to split out kids though, but Shy Boy unfortunately is going to go down to Nepal Esports, obviously shooting him in the back. And will be confirmed on that one. Darker now goes down to Sail. So Xeno, unfortunately, he's going to be dropped on that one. It's all up to Smoko now. So Xeno only managed to trade off one and knock. So that is going to make it hard work for Smoko here. It looks like he's going to try to shoot these guys in the back, and saying that we've got 2 down actually. Hook is also down. I don't know where those shots come from though. I don't know if Xeno did manage to get that one. Blankos also now going down for Cosmonauts. So 3 down, hold on. And Smoko does manage to clean these guys up. Righto, so looks like you got shots coming out from Problems a little bit further south there. Azure, obviously really struggling in the water at the moment. I think he's actually already down. He is, yeah, and will be finished off there. So the rest of the Cosmonauts, they're going to have to still go for a bit of a swim, but they really need to put the pressure back on it to Miracle here. Well, actually, no, I think that's Problems, isn't it? It's Disaster. Are these, like, clans, like, combining or what? Because, like, all the teams are also mixed up with the same team's tags. So it looks like Mr. Fives will manage to wrap it around on that high ground. But Battalion 5 there and actually get in behind a Wildcard KTM. Well, obviously Team Gravity, they've managed to move out north and then back onto that ridge that's on the eastern side of the Hearts in Hills there. Smoko now getting finished off to Nepal Esports. So Nepal Esports, they mean smashing people as they make their way in from that south position. So a shock unfortunately goes down. But let's have a quick look at Sail if we can. Righto, so these guys got 6 kills. Sail is actually inside zone. Zone has gone to partly that high ground. Octus unfortunately gets finished off by Mr. Faisal from Battalion 5. And it looks like, yeah, so Nepal Esports will be down to 1. I think Cosmonauts is all down to Sibo as well. Gin and Marina, thanks for coming back. So Royal Flush Diamonds, they've got a fair way to move as well. Sibo unfortunately was just finished off. Cosmonauts go out in 8th. So we've got 17 remaining, 16 players left alive. Team Gravity in a great position at the moment. It is really going to depend where this next zone goes as to how good a lot of these positions are. But Team 12 for Equinox in a great position to essentially gatekeep the majority of Royal Flush Diamonds. You do have one that was crossing across the bridge already, but I think Abby is in a lot of trouble. So you can see Myth making their way over. And I think all that Abby can really do at the moment is keep these guys entertained with this zone about to really kick off and take some big chunks. They're just going to go for a mid up, but only has 3 first aids. There we go. So Gibby and Co, looks like they're going to push around the back and go up against Wildcard, KTM and Rage. And they're going to be pushing over that high ground. Let's see Gibby send it. Like it will play a little bit more reserved in saying that, so I'm assuming... What's happening with here with Mr. Faisal? Is he going for a heal off? There's only got 2 first aids left. He's fairly boosted up. But I'm expecting a couple of shots to come out from him in a moment when this last first aid is used up. So there we go, righto. We get his spot out. Looks like he's not going to be able to get the shots out, is he? No, he's going to be able to take Gibby down. Goes for a spray on a Wiz as well. But Wiz does finish him off and we'll grab the kill for that one. So Battalion 5 go out in 6th position. And Team Gravity do get this next zone. Surely they've got to be able to hold this one down. They've got to put, everyone's got to push up to that high ground to get into the next zone. We've got Kale unfortunately going down to Tyre now, so that's going to be a royal flush of officials smashing these guys from behind. Unfortunately, you can see Jox trying to make his way in, coming up from the valley here. But he's going to be coming straight out in the open of Tyre as well. So 1 first aid. Assuming may have actually spotted out Tyre there. But zone is closing. Looks like Myth is going to manage to get right up against the rock face here. Spots out Siaz. And probably will be able to continue to keep the pressure on and take these 2 players down. So Myth is going to take down Siaz. But Myth unfortunately does get done in return. So that'll be Royal Flush officials going out in 3rd. Are we going to see Mr. Carnage go in with the jump shot there? He knows the players are down there. Yeah, let's send it. We'll see if he can do what Wiz did in game number 1. And yeah, so Team Gravity, that zone, just blessing them with this one. So we've got someone that's actually pushing around there. I think it's Gibby. So Gibby has spotted them out. Oh, Gibby's going to get done by Drake though, so this guy's holding it down. Obviously, this next zone is going to flush these guys out. They could actually wrap right around and get in down and amongst it, but there we go, nades are being thrown. That was a pretty good nade from Wiz. Look how low that got Siaz. I don't think these guys realised they could actually get up. Siaz gets a heal on. But zone is now closing, and what's Siaz going to do? Is he going to deny that kill or not? Surely he's got to realise that his teammates are... No, so Siaz, we've got 2 that they all go for the drop shot. Who's going to come out on top? Can Siaz come out? I think he did. Oh, Equinox, I reckon, took the dub. They did. So Team Gravity's throwing that one hard. What was that? Come on, guys. What was that? They're going to have 4 Equinox, obviously, in first position, with Twist getting 1, Siaz with 3, and Rionix with 2, Drake with 1. Team Gravity in a second with 4 kills. You got Gibby and Wiz with 2 each. You got Royal Flush Diamonds in 3rd with 2, Abby and Myth getting 1, Wildcard KTM. Rage obviously getting 4th position. You got Jox with 2. Royal Flush Officials in 5th. With a total of 11 kills on that one. So you're going to have Sai with 2, you're going to have Shred with 2, but Tayo with 7 kills. So absolutely slaying that game. We got Battalion 5 going out in 6th position. They did manage to get themselves 6 kills. For that one, we got Shy Boy, you got Mr. Faisal, we got Darko with 1, and Maxone with 3, and Nepal Esports in 7th with 7 kills there. You got Iron with 1, you've got a Shock with 4, Sale with 2, and the Cosmos going out in 8th. With Sebo and Azure both getting 1 each. You're going to have problems going out in 9th with Mr. Farun getting 1 kill for the team there. You've got Eclair going out in 10th with 2. Zeno and Smoko both getting 1 each. You've got Klaus going out in 11th for Darkside. Miss going out in 12th. Grabbing 2 kills there with Sun and OWO getting 1 each. We're going to have Sesh Gang, is it? I'm pretty sure that one is going out in 13th with Taylor 5. You've got Kazoo Boy with 2. Rays with 2 and Ucha with 1. We're going to have TGT going out in 14th. We've got Ice Nation going out in 15th with Arisa getting 2 kills for the team. We've got Miracle going out in 16th position, and 17th will be Lag Esports. We've got Marcus obviously grabbing 1 kill for those guys. Righto, we're going to take a short break. We'll see you guys soon with the fourth and final match of the Oceania United PMCO Scrims.
Somebody save me, I'm losing every battle. dance floor.
Not gonna lie, that one was pretty close call for the emulator crashing. Good to load into the room and she crashed. So I didn't know that I was gonna get back in or not. But welcome back to game 4 of the Oceania United PMCO Scrims. So flight path going from Millie Base on up to Stormer. So it is a little bit focused on the eastern side. So gone directly over the top of Farm and Yasnaya. Oh, I love reading the chat. Injury, Gibby. So Battalion 5 looks like they're doing a bit of a split loot around the western bridge either side. But you've also got Wildcard KTM that's dropping in that general vicinity, and there's also someone else about to drop on them there as well, Cyrox. That might come into the mix. So we're going to have, obviously, a fair few teams going towards school apartments. Looks like we might be in for a short match. I think everyone's sort of in Senate mode, not gone to the normal drop spots, except for Galaxy's gone to Yasnaya, the old No Mercy drop spot. Right, let's switch on out and jump into the other view. What's happening here with Darker, just quickly? Well, let's see what he's up to, because he's about to go head to head with some of the Ice Nation players. Pretty sure these guys that are in the chat are in the lobby at the moment. And I'm curious of what the hell they're actually doing in the game here. Right, I've got Ninjuric. What's he doing? Is he still leading up? Yeah, still having a crack while he's having a talk. Right, let's jump over to school apartments. Just have a quick look here. I was pretty keen to see how Darker would go though. So you got Cookies down at the moment there as well for Team 23. Who is Team 23? Righto, Kazoo Boy. I think that was Seshgang there. Let's jump back on to Darker. I want to see what he can do. I want to see if he can clutch this one up. Let's see as he goes up against Ice Cream and Arisa. And saying that, Hades Miski now starting to push in as well. So Darker, he's going to have to really show off some good gun skills here. He wants to take this one out. He spots out Arisa, does get a couple of shots on, but it's a full squad. Unfortunately, he pushes right in deep and gets taken out. So Battalion 5, they're going to be down to 4 players. As you can see, they're fairly spread out. We've got Mr. Faisal. Looks like he's got someone in front as well. And finally, it renders in, so it's going to be Nepal Esports. Not bad. I think you're good. Very good player. Beltec, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. Righto, so unfortunately Mr. Faisal gets finished off. We got left, we got Shy Boy on the backside. Max Zone and Miles out. The Molly's being put out there inside it. Nades being exchanged. And unfortunately, Battalion 5 this match really just getting picked off one by one. Let's jump on to Pachinki just quickly. I want to see who's there. I know we've got Dark Side, but it looks like we do have, so it's problems here. That's Farun and a Disaster. So a 2v4 essentially. Doesn't look like Dark Side is sort of in any position to be aggressive at this point in time. They look like they're pretty much chilling. And looks like Sesh Gang was just taken out in 15th. Looking at that at School Apartments, and you've got a few eyes now on at School Apartments from a Royal Flush officials. Got side spotting out Cookies. We've got the Bison, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get Cookies down. Only takes him about 50% on that one. Let's see, a little bit slower bullet travel on that one. A little bit harder to hit those shots. Don't know what's Cookies doing. He's got a crossbow on his back. Just chilling for the minute. So TDT looks like they actually doing an interesting loot strat, to be honest. Have a quick look. Is it? Yeah, so it's Kenzo taking some shots at the moment. The trash talk is real at the moment. Have a quick look. Been a while since I've seen this account used. The good old line of sight. Hasn't been a long while. So Siraj unfortunately does go down to Misky, I think it was. Let's have a quick look at Cyrox. I think these guys from Ice Nation under a little bit of pressure from Wildcard, KDM, Rage. Let's have a look at Kale at the moment, trying to get the flank on. So you got Misky a lot further over. Looks like Reese is in that grass just in front, but I think it's on the other side of that ridge. It is. So Kale starting to get some open angles here. The rest of these guys are starting to push up. Cyrox is going to go down here. Ice Cream returns the trade-off knock, and it's going to be all up to Jocks now. Bravo, welcome in, and looks like Jocks unfortunately just got done from Royal Flush Diamonds, I'd say, from down south. And saying that, looks like back a go. Heard these shots and decided to come join the party. You got the fireworks cracking off just to kick this one off. And it's definitely raining nades at the moment. It doesn't look like Royal Flush Diamonds can get these to connect at this point in time. So you see Myth now also pushing up to provide some support, and I'm assuming, yeah, they'll push up onto that opposing ridge there. They should be able to get some solid angles onto these guys from this position. So it looks like we're going to have Myth just absolutely spamming that mini. Does manage to take down Ice Cream. The KR with the M24 managing to clean up a couple of players there. So you got Hades Misky on the other side of that ridge. So we'll turn that audio down for a moment. I'm actually surprised I didn't have that sooner. I didn't turn off all chat at all tonight. You got Cyrus unfortunately going down. So Ice Nation now in a fair bit of trouble. You've got two players left up. In saying that, I didn't actually realise that Risa managed to pull up and counter the flank here. You've got Misky just trying to get the hell out of there. It looks at this point in time, doesn't look like it's going to take the fight. Chapo, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. The Royal Flush officials on the move. You got Claire taking Gangstar's Gully. And actually around the shelter area. So looks like Misky is just going to continue to lead on. I think Royal Flush Diamonds continuing to push on to try and spot them out. So TDT looks like they're finally going to start moving in towards the center zone. Looks like they're going to split around Mist at School Apartments. splitting the difference, and it's going to be interesting to see where they do try to end up, to be honest. I think that's pretty much everyone inside. So now, let's have a quick look back at this fight though, with the last player from Ice Nation. We will see, no, unfortunately Miski was just finished off there by Lakea. So it's going to be Ice Nation going out in 13th position, and we can see that the guys from Problems and Darkside starting to separate. Let's have a look at 4 Equinox. So we've got Darkside that were near this bridge for Equinox. Taking a couple of shots. But I get to see some shot coming out from Blancos here. He's got a nice little angle there on the twist. This is probably pushing over that ridge a little bit further than they really needed to. The spot out to Yaz, also trying to get in behind these guys. I didn't do the slots tonight either, Riggs. I don't know where the Zeus Angel's playing in the other lobby. I'm not 100% sure, I didn't look. Didn't actually look. But well done for the Zeus Angels winning last night, and saying that Zia's now starting to go in for a bit of a push here. Blancos not getting those shots on like I thought he would, and he's going to send it on this one. Unfortunately, he's going to be taken down. Ciaz obviously gets super low himself. Let's have a quick look at Device up top. No, Device actually on the coastline at the moment, and he is in Senate mode. So I think Rionix is obviously just getting a bit of a heal on there. And if Device can dodge those bullets, that would have been insane, but unfortunately that is going to be the Cosmos done in 12th. Got Wiz cruising through at the moment. Looks like he's pushing past Royal Flush officials. And looks like Max Zone starting to push towards center zone as well, looking to get there early. But I think spotted out Claire in that compound that the sights are set on. They're just debating where to pull up for the time being, but looks scouting it out. What's happening over here with Klaus? So, righto, Darkside, they've lost a couple of players here at Pachinki. So the odds are now even between Problems and Darkside. Got Klaus and Guacha here. Klaus just camping it out. You got Guacha, looks like he's still just leading around the back. The back guy, he's going to take down Rionix. Where's that happening? Oh, I didn't think of that one. These two teams now pushing in from the south. So obviously Royal Flush Diamonds come across that bridge. They're pushed right on to 4 Equinox. So Bakugo just trying to get some information there up on that ridge line, but Lakay is going to be there to get a revive. So we'll quick look at 4 Equinox here. So I'm actually surprised that these two players haven't decided to pull back, because surely they've got to know they had Bakugo on that side and crew. But in saying that, Rionix takes down a Myth. You got Bakugo going down as well. Lakea will be getting that revive again, or to Bakugo, I'm assuming. You got Abby obviously trying to get the revive on a Myth, and these players now starting to push up a little bit. And saying that, so Twist not going to get far enough over. The Tyre does take down Max Zone. Unfortunately, that is going to be Battalion 5 going out in 11th. Let's jump back on the other side. So it looks like Royal Flush Diamonds, they are being pushed back in a moment. by 4 Equinox as they do push up. Okay, pretty much staying on that front line and refusing to budge at this point in time, but Drake, unfortunately, is going to go down there to Bakugo. So Meta now, unfortunately, does go down to Twist as well. I think Twist might be under pressure from Abby on the other side there, but Lakea unfortunately does go down, and Bakugo push right behind the servo now. So Molly in hand. I think that one sort of may have got out in the ocean just about, no? A little bit shorter than that, but there we go. He's about to enter the 1v1, and Ciaz unfortunately does go down, but he gets shot in the back, and Royal Flush Diamonds are going to go out in 10th, taken out by 4 Equinox. Waiting for the next zone to come out. Look at TGT. It looks like they did manage to get the revive there on to Tiger. You can see we've got airdrops over in this direction, but let's have a quick look at Hados. Trying to punch that headshot at the moment on to Tiger, I believe. Surely that got Tiger in the legs there. Looked like it did. But where are we going to see the next zone? And it goes up to the Yasnaya field, so it's going to be south of Yasnaya. Well, we've got the whole of Yasnaya in, but it is going to be sort of open fieldish, or the rolling hills down a little bit further south of those fields. So Nepal Esports on the move. You got Hados just taking a couple of shots as they ride on by. The rest of the Royal Flush officials, as you can see, they're moving early. Looks like they're pretty committed to where they want to take. I think are they going to take this compound here in towards centre? It looks like that's where they're trying to pull up. I think Claire generally sometimes like to stop there at times. It doesn't look like they're going to move there. They are going to take one of the hillsides a little bit further over to the west. The Team Gravity starting to move up. So will we see any shots coming out from McClare? I think that's right on the render distance, to be honest, between these two teams. I don't know that you get our clear angle, so it's straight through there into that compound. I reckon it's probably about 100 meters too far. Jacob Gaming, thank you for the raid, mate. Much appreciated. That's awesome. 40 people. That is amazing, mate. Thanks so much. We're near the end of the stream too. This is the last match of the Oceania United PMCO Scrims. Thanks for coming in anyway, Jacob. Hope you had a great stream. Obviously, if you haven't already, please smash that follow button. It would be much appreciated. I'm like 20 away from hitting that 2K mark. I'm super close, so if you could help me out, I would definitely be very appreciative of that. So, Pony Slay Station, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We've got 9 teams remaining at the moment. We've got 29 players left alive. Obviously, Nepal Esports on that south side looks like they're not ready to move at the moment. They want to chill. Looks like Problem's finally leaving, but Shinky with Darkside still left there. That really surprised me that both those two teams, they obviously dropped hot, but they didn't get stuck right into it. Because what, we're 18 minutes into the match, so they were in Pachinki for 18 minutes and they didn't manage to clean each other up. There's only the two squads there. Which, that's pretty surprising. So I'm going to see Shred now going down as well to Ryonix. And unfortunately will be confirmed straight up. So Royal Flush officials losing 1. I'm assuming we will see the normal, typical rotation that you'd see from these squads. And you will see one of the players moving up onto this ridge line sooner or later. It looks like Drake and Twist. No, Drake and Twist, they're just going to send it in. No lube as they push in. The Ty obviously going to push out there. We've got Twist down. Draco's down as well. So 2 are down, but Ty is also down. So it's a straight 2v2. Hados goes down. It's all up to Tayo now. And he goes up against Ciaz. What can he do here? He's going to have to pull back just a little bit as he dumps a mag, gets the reload. And unfortunately, Rionix is going to be the last one that comes around that corner and finishes him off. Royal Flush officials unable to hold down at that compound and taken out by 4 Equinox. And that is going to be one of the only compounds inside zone. We did have in game number 1, we had the zone finish on the flat top hill here. And obviously we're in the general vicinity again. Team Gravity, wonder where they are going to push out to. One of the few teams that is already inside zone. Eclair looks like they're going to take the compound in the center of the, or not the center, but the south of the Yasnai fields. And they're going to chill there for the time being. So Darkside creeping on the blue, pushing into school apartments. So they went in pretty deep, obviously, to start with, but now they're playing it pretty slow, which is fairly surprising. Obviously, we've got no main compound in this next zone, but Rionix taking that God on their rotation. Let's jump on to these guys just quickly and see what they can see. The Tiger now starting to push through. I don't know who's got the Mark 14. Who grabbed that sucker? So Twist is going to go down, and so no, who's actually pushing over there? So that was TGT now starting to return fire. I'm pretty sure. They got Tiger with the DP. Let's God has been taken up pretty heavily, and TGT do manage to get a full reset. We've got a fair few players now starting to group up in towards center zone. Suscod, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's have a quick look at Nepal. So Sale is currently down. I think they can really continue to keep the pressure on to for Equinox from that position. But Cookie's also now got to go down for Team Mist. You've got 2 players left standing. We will see Cookies be revived. They are just inside zone, but I'd say their vehicles will get pretty tagged up from that position. Nepal Esports, what just happened to Pramod? Unfortunately, you got finished off. You've got Shock just creeping out. Their vehicles pretty much knackered at this point in time. They're both spread out as well. And I think Wiz thought he was going to go for the run over there on the sail, but jumps out, gets the execution on, and does roll back to no one. So it's only 2-man squad for Team Gravity. That's why Gibby was in here earlier. Makes sense. Right, so you're going to have Kayak, unfortunately, now going down to Klaus. Or was it actually the other way around? I think I might have been looking at that. No, what is the one that's down? Klaus, the last one standing. Eclair a little bit further out. They are going to have to roll out, and we do not have a single compound inside this next zone, I believe. So let's have a quick look at the Shock's position. So fairly established. You've got a little bit of hard cover there. You can see problems there at the museum at the moment, but they are going to have to roll out of that one. Have a quick look. So who we've got here? Is it Mist? Yeah, so there we go. So Kenzo's got the Mark 14 on his back. So Siaz about to get tapped down there by Kenzo, but he doesn't manage to get a knock on that one. We're going to have OO now going down to Nepal Esports. So Nepal Esports trying to hold that high ground with the 2-man squad. As you can see, Iron's positions not too bad. Got plenty of vehicles there, but righto, it looks like 4 Equinox now starting to actually get a little bit more aggressive on the TGT, but not winning those fights. So DGT now on the move. It looks like they're heading directly into Mist. So Mist are going to need to move from this location as well. That's obviously where the Mark 14 come from. And the Tiger is going to take these guys head on. Have no fear. So Myth, sorry, that's going to be Cookies taken straight down. And these guys looking to just steamroll. That's all up to Kenzo now. A Nader and Molly would have finished these guys off. Kenzo, oh God, unfortunately Nate's his own teammate. Kenzo with a Mark 14 lasers one, but Amatama is going to be there to finish him off. Team Mist go out in 8th position. So we're going to have Drake now starting to push on to Iron's position. So unfortunately, that position is a little bit broken now, and a shock, unfortunately, taken out by the problems players. So Nepal Esports unable to hold that high ground down. I thought they probably should have been a little bit closer together, to be honest, to provide each other some support, but unfortunately they've been taken out on this one. We're going to have open ground pretty much for the next compound. It's directly what we're looking at in front here from Disaster. We've got a few ridges, but not much else. Sai welcome in as well. Volley T. Sorry, I can't say that name, buddy. I don't know how to say it. But welcome in. Thanks for coming in. If you haven't already, please smash that follow button. It would be much appreciated. Great to see we've got so many awesome people in here. So we've got Klaus, unfortunately, was just dropped there by Siaz. So Guacha will be looking to get a revive. We've still got a little bit of time. We've got 45 seconds till zone closes. Eclair, obviously, they've established their little quarter of the next zone. Wiz and Co, they are going to need to push forward. It looks like they're starting to smoke up some of their vehicles so they can get ready to move. You can see no one just climbing over the railing. Is going to actually push out in the blue and grab. Right, so zone's obviously not hurting too much as yet, and saying that we're zone 6, so it can't be too far away. There we go. So they will start moving in just a moment. Let's have a quick look at Eclair's position on this northern side. So they've got a little bit of a ridge sloping area that's going to cover them from the front side, but still it's very, very vulnerable positions in most of this next zone. So going to have Siaz, unfortunately, does go down there to it was actually Smoko just out to the right there, shooting all the way across. Drake takes down Faroon, and that's going to be problems. Unfortunately, finished off in 6th position, finished off there by Ahmed Summer. Ahmed Summer leaving it very, very late to come in, and he's going to be pushing in on foot here. Will make it in though. It looks like only about 15 minutes to get in. Goes for a spray through the smoke there, but unfortunately didn't manage to connect with the 4 Equinox players. So for Equinox, I'd say they're going to start focusing really on to Ahmed Summer. They can afford to do that, as I'm pretty sure the guys from McLeod don't have great sight lines from those guys. And obviously, Ahmed Summer with a massive nade, but unfortunately was just finished off there by a volley from Drake. So for Equinox in a bit of trouble. They will need to get the revive. They've got enough time. They'll be able to do it. But Eclair got 3-man squad going into this next match, and all teams do need to push that a little bit further forward. And I don't think there is really going to be any hard cover in this next zone. So 3 teams remain, 8 players left alive. Who do you think is going to get the dub? Is it going to be Team Gravity, Eclair, or for Equinox? Let me know in the chat who do you think it's going to be. So you've got Smokes now starting to push forward from Smoko. So both teams pretty much pretty close together. You got no real off angles except for Smoko. We'll see from Eclair is a little bit not as tight compared to the rest of the squads. So Smoko just slowly creeping his way forward. I think he might be just about inside zone now. It looks like Wiz is actually inside zone as well for Team Gravity. So for Equinox, they are going to have to move a little bit further forward. You can see Zono now being spotted out by Drake. I think Smoko will end up... Oh, big nades coming out from Wiz. Gangsy goes down as well to Drake. So Eclair under a lot of pressure. It's all up to Smoko there in the grass, and unfortunately he does get spotted out by Drake and finished off. So it's going to be for Equinox going up against Team Gravity. But Team Gravity, so we've got no one. Taken up pretty heavily at the moment. I'm assuming... Yep, does have meds. Gets the meds off. LS Graph, welcome in as well. Thanks for coming in. So it is turning into a snake fest. Obviously, Team Gravity, they've got zone more their way. But for Equinox, they do have the numbers and they've got the height. Saying that, we're going to see Rionix go down. So even ground now, no one gets taken out. And unfortunately, so does Wiz. So that is going to be for Equinox taking the dub for the 4th and final match with a solid kill count. What do we got there? Total 8, 13, 20 kills from those guys. That's got to be one of the highest kills we've had for all of these matches we've had. That's what that works out to be, isn't it? I think. Yeah, 20 kills. Nice work. We've obviously got Team Gravity in second with 2, Claire in a third with 3. We're going to have TGT going out in 4th with 2. We've got Darkside out in 5th. Problems out in 6th. We've got Nepal Esports 7th. Miss out in 8th. We've got Royal Flush Officials going out in 9th. We've got Royal Flush Diamonds going out in 10th. Target 5 out in 11th. Blankos going, and the Cosmonauts crew going out in 12th. We've got Ice Nation going out in 14th. Going to have a Wildcard, KTM Rage going out in 14th. And in 15th will be Setch Gang. Righto, I am going to finish the stream there. I'm going to continue this raid that Jacob Gaming started. So I'll find someone to jump on over. Make sure you do stick out raid, all that kind of stuff. Thanks everyone for coming in. If you haven't already, please smash that follow button. I'll give you about 10 seconds until we do switch over to the raid. Righto. Thanks everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more action from the Oceania United PMCO Scrims.